Welcome back, everyone. Today I have another video. This time we're doing Rob Lucci. I wanted to try it out because, I'm trying every leader usually. So, usually the card that we got for this leader, Gecko Moria, of course, all the black leaders got Gecko Moria. So how do we adjust Gecko Moria to the leader? You do have a lot of natural targets in the deck. We have Khalifa, we have Kumadori, we have Rob Lucci. So we have natural targets that we want to play with Gecko Moria anyway. So it feels okay. We do also have like Perona and the two cost cards that you get. I put 2 Helmepos and 4 Spaten. That should be enough to be able to get the leader going. And we do mill a lot with this card too, the Air Door. So we do have a lot of targets in general, right? Why did I choose to play the CP engine instead of like a Navy engine? Multiple reasons. There's multiple benefits to playing this engine. One of them is that you get removal that doesn't have to use like this card or something like that. Like you get very good removal here with Kaku, because all the other removal is like locked to leader or whatever the case. So yeah, it's pretty decent. Kaku is very good in this leader, of course. Also, them being 5 cost cards is very relevant here, because if they have, unless they have the field spell and an eruption, they wouldn't be able to remove them that easily. These cards, like put them to 2 cost, is a lot harder. So only the leader on Sakatsuki or something like that, or in the mirror or something like that, like versus Gecko Moria. Like it being 5 cost is relevant. They have to use either 2 Hound Blazes, Great Eruptions, and the or they need to use like a Helmepo or a Hina, or they have to use something else to be able to remove our cards. They cannot just use a 1 eruption to remove our cards, which is very meaningful in the black mirrors, in the black stuff, especially if you keep playing 5-drop, and it's very easy to do that with this leader. Like going second, you go Air Door, play a 5-drop, in the next turn play another 5-drop, and then you keep going from there, of course. And then from there you play a Gecko Moria, and then all these cards require an answer that you may or may not have, it depending on the game. You don't always have that, of course. Now, in terms of cost reduction, I'm playing Ennis Lobby. It's sad that this card cannot be searched by Spaten, because it would be really good. But you still need to play it, because you do need some sort of cost reduction. I don't have that much, but if you're able to do Helmepo plus this one, and then we can bring back a Rob Lucci, that should be enough to remove a lot of cards. Maybe it doesn't remove the Gecko Moria, but at least it's able to remove like the rest. And if we only have to deal with a Gecko Moria, we might be able to just outpace that card, which we have a lot of ways to do so, of course. Like the main driving force for this deck is the leader. The leader being able to attack twice is very good against like the black mirrors, because one card that is difficult to get passed through in the mirror is Borsalino, is Sabo, because you cannot really KO them. You have to play something like Brook so you can trash those cards. And that's at that point you're going out of your way to play those cards. This leader can just do it on its own. So the main idea of the deck is to put the opponent at 1 life, at 1 or 0 life, so you can start doing dual attack with the leader. There is no amount of blockers that can stop you. So there's a amount of blockers that can stop you, but usually they only have 1 blocker, 2 at most. And if it's a blocker that you can kill with removal, then you have a chance to just go for game on 2 attacks, of course. I like the deck. It performed very well. So let's go see some gameplay. And a huge thanks to Card Market for sponsoring this video. All right, we're gonna play against Sakatsuki. We're playing a somewhat aggressive deck, and okay, going second, of course. We want to go second. We cannot get the Ennis Lobby, but we can get the Chip's Horn, the Soap Chip, which, we can leverage to something, since we don't have much cost reduction in the deck. And, okay, then they go for brand new Tashigi. That's one of their better openings. At this point, I feel like I should block here, and then use my leader ability. Como the Borsalino maybe it's not the best idea, because I might need that Borsalino. Is like a little bit harder to remove. I know Sakatsuki can remove it easily, but at least it requires a specific answer. So I wanna, and he's gonna be using probably Hound Blazes here instead of something else. So like I wanna be forcing him to use that. And the reason I wanna do Rob Lucci here is because he's gonna be using Hound Blazes to whatever I play, and I want him to like not have a target to pump on top of that. Would be ideal, right? I attacked with the leader and he took the damage, which I think that is not correct in this damage. In this game, taking a free damage on turn 1, I think could lose you the game, because I can switch strategies now to put you to 1 life, to 1 or 0 life. So you are forced to play blockers and blockers and blockers, and that way it's gonna be a lot harder for him to remove my board. I think that's gonna be the what I'm gonna be doing. He cycled a 2k counter too. That's incorrect. And I'm gonna play the Rob Lucci because I don't care if he gets removed, and he's gonna get removed anyway. So I don't really mind if he gets removed. I just need something for him to occupy himself with. So because attacking for like a bajillion here doesn't make much sense. I think he was gonna take a 7 anyway. Usually when I play Sakatsuki, I played it that way. Like if they attack me for 7, then I take it, because I mean I don't really want to combo 2 cards unless it's necessary. So it's much better to play it this way. So my opponent is gonna play brand new, and I have another Rob Lucci, but I assume he's gonna bottom deck my Lucci, so I'm not gonna have a grave. So doing another Lucci does not seem like it's gonna happen. Hopefully it does, but yeah, it's a little bit more difficult here. Yeah, he does have Hound Blaze. He attacks for 5. I will combo here because I might be able to bring that back with the Gecko Moria. I'll take the 6 because I don't have 2k counters, but now I do. And this is great. Now what I can do is, instead of playing like Kaku or something like that, well, Kaku doesn't really do anything. I'm just going to play Sabo. Discard one of the Gecko Morias and another Borsalino, because I don't think I'm going to be using 2 Gecko Morias. I'm going to be using my leader ability. I'm going to try to be using my leader ability a lot more. So that's why. And yeah, I attack for 8. I eat 2 2k counters. So at least he's comboing out of that one. He shouldn't take that 8. That's a little bit too risky with my leader. And then it makes it a lot harder for him to defend the leader. And I'm going to use a 2k counter here because, I mean, I could block and combo the Kaku, but the Kaku could still be useful. So I don't want to completely take it out. He's going to use Hound Blaze and attack me anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then he's probably gonna... I'm going to combo here. I don't want to go to 2. And he's probably going to play Sabo. Okay, Sabo. Sabo is good. But when you play Sakatsuki, you have to keep in mind that you also keep a lot of combo pieces so you can remove whatever the opponent is going to play. So attacking for 7 here, I think he's going to take it, because I don't think he kept like a 2k counter and combo, which how much he's been comboing every turn. And they only play like 8 2k counters on this version of the deck. I don't play 8 counters, but usually they only play 8. So he already used Suru, he already used 2 2k counters, he cycled one of them, so that's 4. So he only has 4 left, if my math is correct. So this is going to be great. Now he needs a specific answer for this board. It's not like a Rob Lucci and that solves the problem. No, that doesn't solve the problem. So he needs the event, a specific event, to be able to deal with both. So I'm okay with blocking here, because if he blocks with the blocker, I think I should be fine. Nah, maybe it wasn't correct to block here. I should have maybe taken the 6. We'll see if that comes back to bite me, because I am gonna need cards to be able to discard with the leader, right? So it makes it a lot harder. Okay, Rebecca is easier to defeat on this spot, so I'm not mad about this. And you see, he's only gonna be able to deal with one of them, which is great for me. And then here, well, it's all about what my opponent does. I'll do whatever my opponent does in response to what I'm doing, right? So I'm going to attack with 7 here and see if my opponent blocks with the Rebecca. If he does, then I'll focus a little bit on removing his board, and then maybe remove even the Sabo. So it depends on what my opponent does here. If he blocks with Rebecca, I have one play. If he doesn't block with Rebecca, I'll go for game. And he uses a 2k counter defending this one. So that opens the opportunity for me to go for game here. I'm just going to use the Chips Horn, remove these 2 cards out of the way. Use Rob Lucci. Discard 2. Hold on. Remove these 2. Use the leader ability. Able to restand here. Attack for 7. If he has 7 in hand, if he did keep 2 2K counters. But I highly doubt it. I think that was more like a desperate play more than keeping it. And if he does keep the 2 2K counters, what I can do is just attack with 7 into the Sabo. And, nah, I mean, either way, it would have been like kind of difficult. But I was going to go for game if he did take it anyway. Because they usually keep like bricks or cards like that. So I don't know if it was bad on my opponent. It was definitely bad to defend on my opponent, to defend the Sabo. You either block or you take it. I think he should have taken the last damage. He would have lost it still because the last card in hand was a brick. On life was a brick. And then that way you have the blocker still. So you would have taken the first 7 and then be okay with that, I think. And at that point, what I could have done is just take a little bit like a slower approach. I would have KO'd the 2, and instead of attacking with... No, it would have been the same. He would have still lost the game, the board there, I think. Yeah, he still would have lost this Sabo blocker, and he would have been left with like a Rob Lucci to go for game, and I would have the blocker untapped. Next turn, he plays a another Sabo. And, well, we'll see. Like, next turn is next turn, of course. That's not... Like, he could have also gone for a game with that Hound place. So, who would have known? Alright, we're going to be playing against Karakuri. I don't think it's necessarily a bad matchup. No, I don't think it's necessarily bad. Oh, especially if we draw the field spell. I think it makes our removal very good early game. So, I like this. Now, I would like to hit the 5-drop in this spot, like another Kaku out of the top 5 instead of like a Rob Lucci, but I'll take a Rob Lucci. Or I'll take any 5-drop here too. Let's see what we do. Look at the top 5. We got the Rob Lucci. Rob Lucci is fine. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's okay. So we get to KO this too. And attack for 5. I should have attacked first, but I mean, it's fine, I guess. He took the life anyway. And is he gonna trigger? Lovely. Great experience with this. And he gets the Gadatsu. So, yeah, that's why I wanted like a 5-drop instead of the Rob Lucci. But I guess it's fine. I'll combo this so I can use my leader ability. No, my Kaku's ability. And then is my opponent going to attack me? I think he was thinking about not attacking me there. But, that would have been really bad for him because instead of another Rob Lucci, what I have is the Kaku. So it would have been like disastrous for him there. And maybe I should have out-comboed of this attack. I don't know. Rob Lucci, it's okay. What I can do is attack this Sparrow. And see if he defends it. And then use the Kaku. That's like my line of play right now, I think. I'm thinking that's like the best thing that I can do. He probably defends this one too, though. Okay, well, still gonna do the Kaku here. I was thinking maybe I could do both the loot, like the Ennis both Ennis lobbies and Rob Lucci to KO both these cards. That would also kind of work, but it wasn't enough. If it was a 4-drop instead of a 5, it would have worked fine, but it wasn't. But he had another... Well, it doesn't matter. I was at 3, so Gadatsu wasn't going to be an issue. Attacking for 5 here... I would have attacked for 6. 6 was better there. But, yeah, I mean, I'll take this one here. Chip's Horn, actually decent here. Yeah, I can play Rob Lucci here. And I can attack for big numbers here. Yeah, that's pretty good. 7. Oh, lovely. Of course we get the Satori. Okay, 2 triggers down, I guess. I mean, this is still okay, I think. We kind of have to remove the Perospero now, but I cannot remove the Perospero. I mean, I can still remove the Perospero, but I cannot remove the Satori. 2 5s is a little bit too much. Unless I go... unless I go any Slobby into... no, I don't know. Attacking for 7 here is probably fine. I mean, 2 cards don't really kill me here. Oh, another Satori. Oh my god. Okay. I might still be okay. He has 3 attacks. We have 7k worth of combo power. Let's see. I'm gonna use the leader ability here. I'm going in. I mean, if he has another trigger, I mean, what do you want me to do at that point? He has 3 attackers. He might mess this up. So, okay, so he attacks for 7. I could combo out of 7, but if I combo out of 7, he kills both my creatures. I mean, he kills the Kaku. So I'd rather him try. Oh my god! And the reject. He has the reject on this spot. Nah, at that point, he got just too lucky. What do you want me to do at this point, right? I lost by 5k here. He had everything. 3 corners are alive and a reject. I can only do so much. All right, and we have a Queen Gamer. Okay, fair enough. Okay, we have a good start. We're going second. They going first is also good for them. We whiffed out of the second pattern, which doesn't feel great, but I mean, whatever. And I think we should take damage here because they have Gadatsu, and then killing one over 5 drops does not feel great. Hopefully we get a 5 drop. Here are the top 5. We did get a 5 drop, so yeah, that's what we'll be playing. And I don't think he's gonna block this one. He's probably just gonna block or take. He's gonna probably just counter out or take, which he does take. Okay, so that's good. Next turn we get to play Kaku. We could take that one, so our 4s are safe from Gadatsu. Okay, he's gonna play X-Drake anyway. I mean, doesn't mean he doesn't have Gadatsu, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, at least they'll be safe from that. This is a matchup where I would, if I were the opponent, not attack me. I think the longer the game goes, the better for you. I mean, of course, there is Moria and all these cards that are crazy, but I think the longer the game goes for Queen here, it'll be favor for them. So not attacking here and playing Gadatsu and being able to KO their cards, probably important. Okay, so he finally rearranged there. And I guess we're just gonna play the 5 drop here. Send back 2 of the field spells, attack for 6/6. Seems good to me. I mean, there's few cards that can deal with this board. 6/6, okay. Alright, everything looking good right now. Not gonna lie. Let's see how we end up. Oh, he plays that card. That card is very good against us right now. Fair enough. I guess I'm just gonna play the Gecko Moria here. I really don't have a better play. Playing like attacking for 6 doesn't feel great. So after losing our board here, I kind of have to like rebuild. He attacks or Spaten. I mean, honestly, I don't know why I blocked there. I should have just let it die. I don't like. What is this worth to me? It didn't matter. He was gonna play the Sanji. He either set it up incorrectly because he knew the top 5, so he set it up incorrectly, or he knew the cards. He just wanted like that 7 drop, and it didn't matter that the 9 was not gonna hit. I don't know. I think he messed up in that end, but maybe not. I don't know. I mean, he hasn't played incorrectly just yet, but it feels like the sign you should have gotten something. However, I am gonna fill the board here with creatures again and attempt to attack. Attack with the gecko. This is fine. He went to 1. I like it. I don't want to attack with the small creatures because then he gets to attack them, and I wouldn't like that. Well, it doesn't matter anyway, right? Triggers out of life. Yay. I mean, it's fine. He could use Red Rock now. He is gonna attack me, the gecko here. Whittling down my hand. That's pretty good. Let's see what else does he have. Oh, he has Yamato. Annoying. I guess at least I get to cycle here and get some value. What I could do is play Kaku next turn and KO the blocker. Or I can save the Kaku for like another turn. I don't know, I mean, I have options. He's gonna attack this one. I don't really care about this card, so yeah, he can die. It's a really difficult one to attack with. Okay. Yamato, it's an issue. It could be a problem, but I wonder if that's what he wanted to play with the queen, and they messed it up. We will never know, I guess. Attacking with the big guy, he didn't block it, so that allows me to do some heavy attacks here. Attack for a big number. If he takes it, then we get to use the leader ability. That's an annoying card, so I might play the Kaku here. And then use ability, discard 2. And then attack for a big as number here, so he has to block. Because maybe he doesn't have enough counter here, so he is forced to block. And then for him to heal here is gonna be actually difficult, because he has too many cards in hand. So unless he has another Yamato, this could be it. This could be the game. He attacks for 9. Probably get Commodier. See if I have 2 counters. The only issue that I have is that I need cards for my leader's ability. So if he attacks again at the gecko, I think I have to sacrifice my Sabo. So I have enough cards so I can use the leader ability here. Yeah, sadly I will have to sacrifice the Sabo. I wanted to keep it so I could attack multiple times here into that, but no, it's not gonna happen here. He could play... he needs to play blockers. But he also needs to heal, so maybe he doesn't need the blockers, but at least heal will be really important here. He does heal, okay. That's not bad. We do have the Gecko Mora, so we can attack for 9 here. I mean, for 10. Okay, good. He did have a trigger as the last one, but it didn't matter because, I mean, we have Rob Lucci, right? So we get to attack here for 13. See if he wants to block. He does want to block. So then we get to attack for 7 on Kaku. And 13 again. Oh, he does not have enough here. Yeah. Okay, it worked. I don't know if my opponent messed up with the Yamato. Could have been the case. I do not know, but we still won the game. Alright, then we're gonna get against another second streaker. Remember, I am playing the rank system right now. All the games have been there. So, I mean... Oh, I think one of them wasn't, but all the other games were there, so I'm playing people that are supposed to be knowing what they have to do in this matchup. So, I mean, the games haven't been bad, to be honest, but, you know, keep that in mind. And I'm going second, so I've been lucky to be able to go second on this matchup, because I think going first is a much difficult job for me. I mean, I can still always put him to 2, and then 3, and then 1, and then we'll see what happens from there, right? But it's a little bit tougher, I would say. Going second here, we get to do a Spaten. Oh, no, probably Alien's Lobby here. Yeah, that card is too good to not play it on curve. Because it allows us to do all removal so much easier. It's incredible. He attacks for 5. I do want to take. I don't want to be stingy with not taking life early on. Because our roll here is going to be different than their roll over there. So I'm okay with this. And he seems like he... Oh no, he just wanted to play Marineford. Which is good here, apparently. Allegedly. But we do get the Kaku. So that forces him to still have to use a removal spell here. So attacking for 5. He should counter, but again, you have 5 cards in hand. You kind of sometimes have to take. And that's the issue. And then that could be really punishing here. Again, taking the first life against this leader, I could leverage that for my advantage. So, yeah, I mean, is he going to be able to remove here? No, he's going to attack for 6. I could take here. Again, I just want to be... I want to have options because this matchup is all about having options, I think, for me. So I'm going to be okay. I'm attacking for 7. I assume my opponent does not want to block this one. And then what I'm going to do is just attack for a biggest number here. 9. I am definitely sure he doesn't want to block this. Well, maybe he does. But at 9, I'm going to attack. He doesn't block, so I am able to just sneak that damage there. And he's at 1 now. So our leader is a problem now. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, he needs to, on 7 done, remove cards, play blockers, do all these things that are gonna it's not the easiest thing to do now. He does have a lot of cards in hand now, so he has more options and resources to be able to deal with what I'm doing. So it's not impossible for them, but being at 1 is risky. It's risky because you do need to play blockers every turn to defend my leader, or else I'm gonna push your I'm gonna push you to lose the game on the leader alone, of course. So definitely it's something that you have to be careful when you're playing Takatsuki. Not to go at 1 is like the most risky thing to do. Honestly, if I was my opponent, I would have blocked last turn. Force me to discard 2 cards to deal me 1 more damage. Seems like reasonable to me. Yeah, you don't have the blocker for this turn, and you're still gonna need a blocker. But yeah, you can always have like a blocker like Rebecca, which yeah, it could get removed, but at least it's something, right? And then he could have the 2-cost event. Oh, it doesn't. Any 2-cost event here removes or things. Attacks for 5. I don't want to take 5s. 5s seems like a no-no for me. 6, however, I could take the 6. I could have countered the 6, but I have a lot of counters, so it's more about having enough cards to use my leader ability at this moment. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna play the Kako here, and then attack for 8. Now 8 is fairly easy to defend and combo here, so he's not in a terrible spot here. Yeah, fair. So he's still in a decent spot. But again, he still needs to remove our guys. He needs to defend the leader. So he's not out of the water just yet. Is what I'm trying to say. Because if he plays a Gecko Moria here, he better play a blocker of that Gecko Moria. Although it is reasonable. I could, if he has a Gecko Moria, I would play a Gecko Moria here. Just play Searcher. Get a couple of 2K counters back into my hand, and then trying to leverage that the best that you can. I would not worry about this Kaku. Don't try to remove it. Feels like, oh, it would seem like he didn't have a Gecko Moria here. So Kusan it is, and then a blocker. That could still be good. And again, my goal. Okay, still double blocker. No, not bad. But what I'm gonna do is just attack with the leader. I mean, that's what we have him here for. I think playing more cards does not really help me. Just attacking for big ass numbers is what's gonna give me the game here, if anything. So attacking with the leader here. Do you have 9? Again, I've talked about this in the first game. Like, they don't play too many 2K counters. They don't have that much that they can do here. So, I mean, hey, what do you want to do here? You want to block? Okay, they do. So I'm get to restand my leader here and eat the 2 blockers because I don't think he has 11 here. So he's in a similar spot where he was last round, where he needs to remove the Kaku and he needs to play blocker. But he's in a worse spot now because he's at 0. He needs at least 2 blockers to be able to survive or have 15k worth of combo power in the hand, which is not likely. Now if he has an A-drop, this guy, Gecko Moria, he's forced to play a blocker, so he won't be able to remove my Kaku. I guess he can always remove the Kaku with like bring back this guy that makes a minus, or a Zuru, or whatever the case, and then you can use a Hound Blaze, and then if you have a blocker, no, but you still need 15, so you still need 15 worth of combo power, so that doesn't work. You need at least two blockers. 2 blockers and be able to remove the Kaku. So what he actually needs is ideally 2 Borsalinos and the event that removes the 2 cards from the field, because he has already the minus on board with the Kusan, so he can remove both of these cards easily. And then he needs 2 blockers, ideally 2 Borsalinos, so that I cannot KO them, so he can always leave that turn. And he will need to, or at least a Rebecca and a blocker, or 2 Rebeccas it could be, because I don't think I can KO 2 Rebeccas. So 2 Rebeccas, so you can attack twice with the leader. I think that's sensible. I mean, so you can at least, I mean, it forces me to play like a removal spell. So at the very least, it's either a 4 with a Rob Lucci, and I take this damage because I want to draw like a Rob Lucci, so I don't lose to a Rebecca. Because I was thinking the only out would be like a Rebecca and a Borsalino, but he plays the Gecko Moria, which is not an answer. Rebecca doesn't do anything by itself. He needs to have another blocker, so he's gonna buy back Connor here into the hand, Virgo, and I don't know what he gets. He gets a Sabo, but I don't think he has 15k worth of combo power here. Maybe he does, I don't know. Tashigi, well, he did get a lot of Connor here in this moment. So he's close to what I was saying that he needed, but he needed another blocker. He couldn't just do this. So I know he has 2 2k Connors and a Sabo. Will that be enough? We'll find out. So I'm gonna attack for 15. Discard 2. They usually have a lot of bricks in the deck anyway, so that's why I'm confident that probably is not gonna work for him. 12, yeah, no, still missed 2 more 2k counters he needed. So yeah, I mean, we were confident there that it was probably likely that I was gonna win there. Yeah, that's the deck, eh? All right, and for the final thoughts on this leader, I'm thinking it's a solid 4.5 leader. I think it's not gonna beat everything in the format, and it requires you to be a lot of like tempo heavy and get good pulls out of the air door. And if you miss out of your air door, that could be really backbreaking, to be honest. However, I mean, the deck's still pretty functional, still pretty decent. So I really wanted to showcase the deck for that reason. And yeah, I was happy with the results. So if you like the deck, just give it a try. With that being said, thank you all for watching and have a good day.